And this is what I'm driving on. It's it's a oh, we're not in Kansas anymore. Okay, well, that's the last gas station for some time. So anyway, all right, I'll mount up and get ready. I just hope I freaking don't fall over while I'm stopped. Right. Alright, so here's a big sign that talks about driving the Dalton Highway. Stop here for important safety information. The Dalton Highway is 414 miles across northern Alaska from Living Good to Dead Horse. Trip of a lifetime. It involves real risk and challenges. Be properly prepared is of the utmost importance. Okay. Gas is available here at Yukon Crossing, mile 56, Coldfoot 175, and Dead Horse, mile 414. Never stop on bridges, hills, or curves. No cell phone service outside of Fairbanks, Coldfoot, or Dead Horse. No medical facilities, drugstores, or banks. Big trucks have the right of way. Drive with your headlights on at all time. Slow down when passing others to reduce flying gravel. Stay in your lane. Oncoming traffic may be just around the hill or over the around the corner. Pull over to a safe location before stopping, take pictures, or watch wildlife. Winter driving conditions can be threatening. Not doing it. For information on tours, wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, this reminds me of the scene in Monty Python's Holy Grail. None shall pass! Because this guy is doing 22 miles an hour up this curved hill with a solid yellow line on my side, so none shall pass, which is fine. I'm obeying proper etiquette on the road, being nice to the truckers, because everyone told me if you're nice to the truckers, they communicate with each other, and they're like, hey, that guy in the gray suit that's riding like he's really nervous, yeah, he slowed down for me and let me by. So, yeah, there's that. Oh my gosh. So there's asphalt here. What I rode through a few minutes ago was a construction area of about 12 miles of what I think is going to be ahead of me for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting, I think. I hope I don't do 23 miles an hour all the way there, because this will take 16 hours to get there. And I'm just going to a place called Coldfoot. Going to the Coldfoot camp for this evening. No, I'm not camping. I am staying at a hotel. There is a hotel, and it is insanely expensive and very Spartan. I think it's 2 single beds in a room, and you share a bathroom. And I'm good with that. I could care less. I'm not sleeping on the ground. Don't want to. I have a tent, just in case. But I really, really don't friggin' want to do that. Not especially after riding on the Dalton all day. I will probably want to drink, but I think Prudhoe Bay is dry. There's no alcohol allowed at the hotel. So anyway, you'll also notice that the sun is shining. I told my good buddy, oh man, I love my speech pattern. Anyway, my good buddy Greg Holmes, he was warning me about terrible weather on the Dalton. I'm sure I'm going to get some. I mean, darkened skies, it's threatening, sure. But I told him, man, the sun always shines on Hawk Hagaback. I mean, on this trip, I've had 3 hours of rain in almost 6 weeks I've been gone now, and that's unheard of. So this morning, to get ready, I topped off my gas tank and filled a 2-gallon gas can and put it on my right saddlebag, because my left saddlebag weighed a little bit more than my right anyway. The right is much smaller, so I'm pretty well balanced. I also inspected and lubed the chain and just gave the bike a great once-over, and it's knock on wood, man, so far so good. The repair in Gillette is still holding, so that's great. I'm not worried about the bike, I'm worried about me and my ability to ride this damn thing. But Hawk, you're a professional rider. You've been riding for decades. Yeah. Never on this road though. Never on this much dirt. I know it's asphalt right now, but I have never ridden my dirt experience is going to get broken in today. I mean, I've spent a few hours in the woods with my good buddy Dean, and other than that, very little riding. Rode a CR500 a few years ago, big thumper, just for a day in the woods. Didn't do well. Anyway. Alright, well, I'll check in a little bit later, maybe from the Arctic Circle, but I'll sign off for now. Alright, so here I am on the actual Dalton Highway, James Dalton Highway, and the sign said heavy industrial traffic next 425 miles. I believe it. And anyway, yeah. So I have forgotten to set my traction control to anything but interstate riding, so I'm going to find a little spot to pull off. I guess I can push the G button at least, so it lets my motorcycle know that I'm on gravel. Oh, and it's not doing anything. Huh. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna need to do something about that, because I'm counting on the bike to use its magic. And yes, I know I'm on the left and I need to be on the right. I definitely need to be on the right. Way on the right. I'm good here. Okay, now I can change that mode. To gravel. There you go. And push the G button. Alright, so now it knows we're in gravel, so it'll limit the slip. Wow. Really wants to go. Alright. Okay, so Coldfoot is another 175 miles from here. Okay. Oh, and here's the sign that says welcome to the Dalton Highway. get a picture. So 175 from here? Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the bridge over the Yukon River, and all the guidebooks say for motorcyclists to use great caution on it, because you see the bridge deck is made of wood and it flows in the same direction that we're going, so it tends to grab those front tires a little bit, and it's not a big deal. Just don't freak out. When it's wet, it's super slick because it gets muddy and wet. But yeah, it's a long bridge over the Yukon. But look at that! Wow, Yukon River. Holy schnizzle! How about that? How beautiful, man! How lucky am I? And only 60 more miles to go to the Arctic Circle. So that's cool. Crossing the Yukon, that was nice. And yeah. Alright, well, I'll check in from the Arctic Circle or some other cool point here in just a few minutes. So the Arctic Circle, there's a little pull off on the side of the road. You just pull off and drive up to it, and weirdly the place is littered with tourists. Okay, there are 10 people here, but there's 2 small tour buses. There's one guy here riding a bicycle from Kazakhstan, of all things. But when you ride up here, here's the sign. Arctic Circle, Dalton Highway, Alaska, latitude 6633 north. That is pretty high. that is up there. Okay, but yeah, really worth pulling off on the side of the road just to see that. So north of the Arctic Circle in summer, there is sun 24/7. Below the Arctic Circle in the summer, it is frequently always bright, but the sun does actually set. But anyway, so that is the Arctic Circle, and I am back on the road, avoiding these gargantuan ass potholes. So woo, I got about 60 miles left to get to Coldfoot, which is the place I'm staying for tonight. So I will check in with you all later. I don't know if you can see what I'm paying for gas right now. $5.49 a gallon. $5.49 a gallon. Holy mother of scratch. But I am in Coldfoot, Alaska, and this is the only gas station for 174 miles. So I guess I'm gonna pay it, because there's no option. Oh man. Hey riders, thanks very much for watching that video in its entirety. If you would, click over here on the subscribe button, and then the button just to the right of it, that is the bell button, and if you press that, that lets YouTube know that you want to know what I've been up to on this particular channel. So every time I post something new, they'll alert you, and that's cool. Because if I'm just doing this for me, I'm not going to be doing this. So please subscribe, be aware, know what's going on. Also below, you're going to find my channels to my social media, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that shizzle bedrizzle. You can sign up for those too. Stay alert, stay aware of what's going on. Also, I'm going to share the link to Motohawk.com. That's where you can go to make me be your ride guide to the southeast United States. If you're traveling in North Georgia, East Tennessee, Western North Carolina, Virginia, or West Virginia on 2 wheels, let me help you out. I've got 3 great books. They're available on the website, and there's some other cool information to share on the website too. All right, I hope that you really enjoyed the video. Be safe, ride smart, but have a great time.